Taliban seizes motherload of US weapons and drones as jihadists steer towards Kabul after ripping through 10 cities. The Taliban has captured a massive stash of US made weapons and drones as they tear towards Kabul. The hardline Islamist lightning advance has seen them rip through another provincial city, the 10th they have taken, and they are now just around 80 miles from the Afghan capital. After Taliban fighters took the city of Ghazni, they posted videos of themselves smiling as they walked the city's streets unopposed with their weapons. According to conservative estimates, the Taliban is 30 days from reaching and isolating Kabul and 90 from taking the city itself. But the shocking speed of their advance in the wake of the US and UK forces pulling out means it could be in sight of the city much sooner. Rob Clark, Defense Policy Associate at the Henry Jackson Society, told The Sun Online they could be at the gates of Kabul any day now. There's very little stopping them actually getting to Kabul. But reaching Kabul is one thing, but taking it and holding are two completely different issues. Clark, who fought in the country with the British Army, said the hope is the central government can grind down the Taliban and then there is stalemate leading to the peace negotiations. He said the defense of the city lay in the fighting spirit of the Afghan special forces and US airstrikes. Take those two components away and it's game over. Pictures show US made drones and other weapons captured by the Taliban that will be turned on their former owners. Video also shows scores of US made Humvees and other armored vehicles captured by the militants, which they already put to use in the lightning advance. Afghans have already had a taste of Taliban brutality, with reports emerging that they are going door to round up young girls to be sex slaves for their terror groups. Afghanistan's ambassador to the US said terrified Kabul residents were preparing for the worst and the last stand. I think for every Afghan it's difficult. We don't advocate for war, but there is a time we need to defend the country and ourselves, said Adila Raj. All gateways to Kabul, which lies in a valley surrounded by mountains, were choked with civilians fleeing violence, a Western security source told Reuters. Lightning advance. It was hard to tell whether Taliban fighters were also getting through, the source said. The fear is of suicide bombers entering the diplomatic quarters to scare, attack and ensure everyone leaves the earliest opportunity. The Islamists now control 65% of Afghanistan and are threatening Kandahar, the country's second largest city. Intense fighting is continuing there and the city's main prison has been overrun, with the Taliban releasing around 1,000 prisoners thought to have been held on political ground. As the Afghan army collapses, the fate of the country appears to lie in the hands of numerous but divided warlords. President Ashraf Ghani fled to Mazar-e-Sharif to meet the warlords there are organizing a defense of the biggest city in the north of Taliban forces closed in. One of them is the whiskey-swilling Abdul Rashid Dostum, who has swooped into northern Afghanistan to lead the fight against the Taliban. He allegedly killed a prisoner by crushing him and under a tank had swooped into northern Afghanistan to lead the fight against the Taliban. US President Joe Biden said on Tuesday he did not regret his decision to withdraw and urged Afghan leaders to fight for their homeland. Washington has spent more than $1 trillion over 20 years and lost thousands of troops and continued to provide significant air support, food, equipment and salaries to Afghan forces. The Afghans need to determine if they have the political will to fight back and if they have the ability to unite as leaders to fight back, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said. Thank you.